My lovely, wonderful people. Our very own brother Peter Obi, he expresses his own opinion with regards to what has just happened to Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Most of you must have seen the video we posted of Ashiwaju, of our very own brother, the way he was laughing, and was making real jest of Ashiwaju, saying, the guy, he was singing a Milokon and was making real jest. And that has not really gone down well with a lot of people. Some felt, we understand that a man who should be resting may be saying he wants to be president. However, that does not give you the yardstick to use whatever his ailment is to laugh at him. In fact, when Barack Obama was contesting, do you know that his opponent had a case, an issue with his hands? But never would you hear it. In fact, if Barack Obama has mentioned anything of such, that would have been to his detriment. I can assure you for free. Nobody, in fact, that would become the strong point of his opponents who would have won by landslide because of, you taking advantage of what we call the vulnerable or anybody who is handicapped. For crying out loud, if they could do something about it, they would not be in that state. Most often are known, unless God's healing come upon them, there's really nothing much they can really do. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Peter Obi knocks Dino Melaye for humiliating Tinubu. Dr. Valentine, media aide to presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has condemned Senator Dino Melaye for making a caption of the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu in one of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) rallies, saying there is no need to show sympathy to the sick, even if they are political opponents. He said that's not very correct and right. He said in a statement obtained by Daily Independence in Eko, lamented that he watched Senator Dino Melaye singing and speaking at a campaign rally where he made mockery of Tinubu by shaking his hands vigorously, falling down several times while listening to the Emiloko song in the background. Whatever he intended to achieve, such a move by him was most inappropriate and must not be done. If you notice, those standing with him did not express any emotion because they were disgusted with his antics. It is good and acceptable to say that Tinubu is sick and is not fit to become president, while praying to God to grant him health. Anybody can be sick, but what is wrong and condemnable is seeking to do what is obviously one's sickness will not allow him to do, as though he was all right, which is what Tinubu is doing. And for coming out to say you want to be president, you have put yourself in the eye of the media, and everyone could possibly look into what's going on with you. Continuing, he says, we recognize that any of us or anybody can be sick and should never make mockery of one's sickness to use against such an individual. If tomorrow, God forbid, Dino Melaye himself is sick, that particular video will be played all over again in recognition of what he has done to somebody. So we must be careful in what we do. We must be careful. Nobody should use, one's ailment as a yardstick, against them. Tinubu did not ought or, say he wants to be sick. In fact, if he could do something right now, I believe that Tinubu would turn the tides of time and ensure that nobody have opportunity to use any of. In fact, if he could go 20 years back, I believe he would do that. I personally believe that Tinubu will go 20 years behind, okay, just to show that, he's young, he's fit, he's able, and is ready to do everything or anything, to make himself acceptable. The issue here is that people feel, because of his age, his health, He should have been resting. Sheyi Tinubu should have been the one, that's his son, okay, who should be coming out, or his daughter, Folashade Ojo Tinubu. He should be supporting them adequately, ensuring that they get to the presidency rather than himself. So this is why people are questioning. But again, to use his health status as now yardstick to to condemn him, or to it's really not fair, to be quite candid, to use his health status to begin to make a joke of him. I don't personally think it is all right, because Peter Obi's aide pointed out, anybody could be ill, okay, and unless God give health, there's little or nothing you can particularly do. Is out of your hands, if you see what I mean. And due to age, lifestyle, food, and what have you, that he's gotten over time, these are things that have affected, and how his health is turning out now due to hereditary. There's really nothing he can do about it. And so we should respect people. We should. Tinubu may have insist that Emilio Khan, if they like, they should redesign the naira. They should call first scarcity. We will trek. We'll make sure that we vote and what have you. However, people feel he should be resting. So there are other ways to pass the message to Tinubu that he should go and rest, other than using his health. I personally don't think I have a problem with it, really. I personally, by the way, disclaimer, we're not rooting for Tinubu, but just saying that it is wrong, to use those things against him, and to make it look as if Tinubu can't, if they say money will be able to turn back the hand of time, sweetheart, trust me, the hands of time would have been turned back. Tinubu would have turned it back. I can assure you for free. He would have turned it back. He would have turned it back. So let's be careful. Let's not make jest. Let's know what we are making jest of. Not be every jest they do joke. Not be everything. Not be everything. And not if you say they correct. Okay, the position they've taken, I personally do not subscribe to it. Personally, I don't think it's correct. Personally, that's me. I don't think it's correct. So guys, what do you think? Peter Obi is condemning it, saying he does not subscribe to that. Please subscribe. God bless. Bye for now.